The Awakened Musa wields a massive Takegami. This longsword yields wide range, which can deal massive damage. He offers a wide array of abilities that utilize the Takegami's range, swinging and slashing his enemies with lethal blows. This lethal blade master is great for PvE clearing content. He offers a plethora of CC abilities, whether it's a stun, knockups, knockdowns, dazes, you name it, he's got it in his arsenal. You combine that with 5 super armors and he is going to be a super beast. His weakness at first glance, however, is he is a slower class. Most of his movements and skills take longer than most from what I've seen. Will he be the next top tier class? Let's find out. For his main hand weapon, he does use a Takegami, which is a longsword, and his offhand is a pattern. Up next is the evasive ability for the Awakened Musa. This skill does offer medium range. When standing still, he does dodge backwards in one direction, so that is nice. It is much better than the roll for some classes. The Black Spirit skill is the first one, similar to all the rest. It just enrages him. His second Black Spirit skill, you can see here, he does do damage in a frontal cone in front of him. He does 2 swipes there. For the Musa's full awakened kit, he has 5 super armors, 1 invincibility, 6 knockups and or knockdowns. He has 2 dazes, 2 stuns. He has a passive heal that heals 420 HP, and he does have 4 bleeds. So that's 6 knockups and knockdowns, 2 dazes and 2 stuns. So out of 10 skills, he also has 10 CC abilities. Literally, every single one of his skill has the ability to CC the target in some way, which is very similar to the Ascended version of the Musa, which also has 10 CC abilities. So both of the Musa classes, Awaken and Ascension, offer a plethora of CC abilities. I'm going to cover all the skills in detail. If this is your first time to my channel, you are missing out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you can stay up to date with the latest Black Desert mobile content. You won't be disappointed. The first skill for the Awakened Musa comes with 2 charges on a 6-second cooldown time, does 800% damage, offers a knockdown on successful hit. For its sub skills, it offers 20 AP increase for 10 seconds on you and a 10% increase range on the skill. This skill does only hit the targets in front of you. It doesn't hit to the side or behind you, and it does only do 800% damage. So I definitely wouldn't use it for PvE. You could get away with using it for PvP simply because it does offer that knockdown ability. The second skill comes with 2 charges as well on a 6-second cooldown time. It does 275% damage times 7 hits, which is 1,925% damage. So that is a lot of damage. It offers a knockdown on last successful hit as well. For its branch damages, you have the choice between Seret or AAL. And for its sub-skills, it has negative 20 DP on a target for 10 seconds and a plus 20 DP on you for 10 seconds. When you hold the skill button in for this skill, it just becomes nasty for PvE and PvP scenarios, as you can see right here. That's just by holding it in one time, it does all that damage. 1900% damage, as you can see right there. That's just great for all scenarios, and it offers that knockdown. The third skill is another heavy-hitting skill. Comes in with 1 charge on a 5-second cooldown time, does 242% damage with a maximum of 7 hits, which is just under 1700% damage. You get super armor while using a skill, and a knockdown on successful hit. For its branch damages, you have the choice between Lebrev or Ahib, and for its sub-skills, it has 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds, which is 180 damage, has negative 10% movement speed on the target for 10 seconds, and it's your heal, so it heals you 60 HP per hit, which is 7 hits, which is a total of 420 HP healed. The fourth skill is a little bit of a slower skill. You do get 2 charges, a 6-second cooldown time, does 363% damage times 3, which is 1090% damage. You do get a maximum of 2 attacks. You got to hold the skill button in for the additional attacks. You get super armor while using this skill, except for in the arenas. You also get a daze on the target on successful hit. For its branch damages, you have the choice between Seret or Lebrev, and for its sub-skills, it increases your defensive power by plus 20 for 10 seconds, and it also reduces the target's movement speed by 10% for 10 seconds. I'm not a huge fan of this skill simply because it is a slower casting skill and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage compared to some of the other skills. The next skill for the Musa Awakened form is just a crazy skill. It offers a plethora of goodies. It is your gap closer as well, so it's your dash. Comes with one charge. It uses 30 MP per charge. It does have a 6-second cooldown time. Now it only does 580% damage. However, you get super armor while using the skill, and it is your dash, and when you hit the target, you stun them on successful hits, so if you dash to them. For its sub skills, you gotta hang tight. It does 60 damage every second for 3 seconds. It increases your crit, your movement, and your attack speed by 5% for 10 seconds. So it increases all three of them by 5% for 10 seconds. Also gives you plus 20 attack power for 10 seconds. If you hold the skill button in, you get an additional effect which increases the damage of the skill by 200%, which is 580% to 780% total damage on that skill. The number 6 skill for this class comes with 2 charges on a 7-second cooldown time, does 518% damage times 3, which is 1,554% total damage. It does have super armor while using the skill, except for in the arenas. You do get knocked down on successful hit as well. For its branch damages, you have the choice between AAL or La Breve, and for its sub-skills, it does offer 60 bleed damage every second for 3 seconds, which is a total of 180 damage, and it offers 10% increased range on this skill. The 7th skill for the Musa Awakened form is very similar to Dark Shift for the Sorceress Raven form and Evasive Explosive Shot for the Huntress. This ability comes with 1 charge on a 10-second cooldown time. You get invincibility while using the skill, it's like a jump up, and it stuns the target as you do this. It does do 275% damage times 2, which is a total of 550% damage. For its sub-skills, it reduces the target's movement speed by 5% for 10 seconds. It reduces their defensive power by 20 for 10 seconds, and it has a negative 3-second cooldown time on the skill, taking it from a 10-second to a 7-second cooldown time. This skill is going to be great for all PvP situations, mass PvP, or arenas, and it's not going to be very good for any PvE situations. The next skill is a very slow skill as well for the Musa. You do get 2 charges on a 9-second cooldown time. It does do 324% damage times 4, which is just under 1300% damage. It does offer a daze on successful hit as well. For its branch damages, you have the choice between Sarit or Ahib, and for its sub-skills, it's negative 20 attack power on the target for 10 seconds, and a negative 2-second cooldown time on the skill, taking it from a 9-second cooldown time to a 7-second cooldown time. Because of the daze and the damage output, you can get away with comboing this up for PvP situations. For PvE, it's not advisable as it just does a frontal cone damage and it is a slower attack. The 9th skill is just another badass skill. Comes with 2 charges on a 6-second cooldown time, does 500% damage times 2, which is 1000% damage. If you hold the skill button in, you get additional 2 attacks, and it does have a knockdown on successful hit. For its sub-skills, it increases your attack power by plus 20 for 10 seconds. It does have a bleed of 60 damage every second for 3 seconds, which is 180 damage, and you get 10% increased range on this skill. As you can see, this skill is great for PvE and PvP situations, as it offers a plethora of AoE damage, and it offers that knockdown. The ultimate skill for this class comes with 1 charge on a 9-second cooldown time, does 363% damage times 3, which is 1089% total damage. You get super armor while using the skill, except for in the arenas, and it offers a knock up on successful hit. For its branch damages, you have the choice between AAL or Ahib, and for its sub-skills, it's a negative 2-second cooldown time reduction, take it from 9 to 7-second cooldown time. It adds 1 additional charge to the skill, taking it from 1 to 2 initial charges, and you get plus 20 defense power on yourself for 10 seconds. The heal / enrage is identical to the Tamers and the Ascension version of the Musa. You get 1 charge, 120-second cooldown time, heals you for 500 HP. You get plus 50 AP increase for 30 seconds, has a 2-second evasive skill cooldown time reduction, and for its sub-skills, Black Spirit Rage increase 2% damage and crit hit damage 10% increase. That covers everything for the Awakened Musa, the skills, the evasive ability, and the Black Spirit ability. If you guys enjoy this type of video, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. I super appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you next time.